and followed by David Tatum. Hi, Jen.
Hi. Aloha. Thank you for your attention. I'm here because how relevant this bill is to my life, even though I don't smoke or even like marijuana. I'm just disgusted about having to fear for my family, my friends, and neighbors who do happen to like it. The people that I've known here my whole life on this island, which is the majority of the people, and a silent majority, I might add. So I appreciate you council members acknowledging marijuana and its prevalence among our Big Island culture. And Mr. Greenwell, what did you mean when you said polling the illiterate isn't a good idea? You defy the very democracy that put you here and you're supposed to represent. By recognizing the fact that people are going to use medical marijuana or marijuana despite its illegality shows that our county cares about the safety of our Big Island citizens and what we choose to do. Passing this law also empowers our people in the way that people may have less apathy towards politics in Hawaii because it seems more like our government is listening and serving us. So please demonstrate a sense of responsibility towards the Big Island people you represent and pass this bill. It's an essential step in the safer future for our generation and those to come. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Jennifer. Our next speaker is David Tatum. He'll be followed by Wendy Tatum.
It's Tatum.
Tatum?
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Correct. Hello, Council. Thank you. First, I'd like to thank Mr. Greenwell for making this resolution. I am for it. I feel that it should be decriminalized because keeping it criminalized makes the biggest criminals out of the Hilo Police Department. This is where they get all their money, making all these arrests. That's their biggest cash crop, is marijuana. If they didn't have marijuana users to bust or whatever, where are they going to get all their funds? Where are they going to find all their criminals, so-called criminals? The reason they say that there's more marijuana bust or use than meth is that they're too scared to go after the meth users. The meth users are the ones that retaliate, probably shoot them. They're the ones who are going to fight back, who don't have a mind on their head. They're just out there. They're gone. It's the police department that's out of control with this marijuana thing. You guys make it lowest priority, and yet we hear the statistics. There's more busts, more people going to court for marijuana. I have 3 children. I've been a victim of this marijuana stuff, this raid and whatnot, these searches. I have 3 kids. My oldest, who is going to graduate, she's a 4.0 student. My other 2, they're having a hard time coping with what has happened. Their civil rights has been violated. We have gone to the police commission. We have gone to the internal affairs to make complaints. Nothing is done. It's all being swept underneath the table. Who is going to step up and take responsibility for the police department that is out of control on this matter? You guys have the power to do something about it. The police commission, internal affairs, they aren't doing nothing about it. They just swept our case right underneath the table. There's sexual misconduct, it's not harassment because it was a physically, sexually harassing my daughter. I have made a complaint. If this was any of your daughters, if I did something to them and she says stop and I continued, you can bet sure that I wouldn't be here today. This guy works for the county. He still works for the county. This happened over 2.5 years ago. You guys need to put a stop to this. You guys are the ones that can do something. I'm just a little speck of grain of rice on this planet. You guys are a whole board here that can do something. You guys can make a difference. Mr. Greenwell has the balls enough to bring this resolution in front of everybody because they feel that's what the people are pushing for. You guys look at me. You guys, you make like you understand and stuff. I need you guys to do something about this. There's a lot of people, a lot of families that are being hurt by this injustice. You guys, the people voted upon it being the lowest priority. The people that voted you guys in and everything, but nothing is being done about it. Somebody needs to step up and do something about it. Like they say, oh, you guys are our parents. Well, we're looking up to you as our parents. Say something to the people out there. Make a difference. Thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker is Wendy Tatum, followed by, is it Kian? Kian?
Kian Tatum.
Thank you.
My name is Wendy Tatum. I'm here to support the resolution being proposed to decriminalize marijuana. My family and home were affected by a search warrant by the Hawaii County Police Department. I will not get into the specifics of our criminal case, but I will say the officers' actions not only were reckless but criminal. The officers threatened us repeatedly. They held everyone at gunpoint, even though they searched us and we were unarmed. They sexually assaulted my daughter, and she asked them to stop. The officers laughed. This went on more than one time, at least 4 times, and no one put a stop to it. We filed complaints and went nowhere but here in Hilo, and it still hasn't gone anywhere. Okay, the reports were done. My children are now seeking psychiatric help along and myself. The children were physically and mentally and verbally abused by these men the entire time they were there. There were women. They did not bring one woman to the scene for myself or my daughters or the other 2, child and mother, that were there. And if they knew that we were there, they should have brought a woman with them. They stole personal items. They stole the children's money. They stole food from our house. They cooked food from our house. They drank alcohol at our home. The abuse by our County of Hawaii Police Department vice officers alone are a reason to stop this wasteful program. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
I'm gonna sit with my son.
That's fine. I'll wait to call the next one. Okay, Kian?
Hi, my name is Kian Tatum. I'm 14 years of age. On June 4th, 2007, the Hilo Vice Squad came to our house. The whole time the cops were at our house, all they did was point guns, swear, and harass us. They stole me and my sister's iPods, our money, and there was a 2-year-old child at our house sleeping. The cops woke her up by saying, "Get the F up, you little B," at gunpoint. This is not right.
Read it for you. Where are you? Okay, go.
I was terrified by these cops. I asked to use the bathroom, and they watched me the whole time by gunpoint. That's impossible to use the bathroom at gunpoint. You know how scared I was. Then I witnessed Officer Prudencio sexually harassed my sister. She told him to stop, and they laughed. You know how mad that made me feel? You think you can trust them, but you can't. They beat our dog almost to death. After this happened, I can't even think in school. I get scared when the helicopters fly by. But they can still fly, but we can't go to school on Friday. It is affecting me 3 years after. I have nightmares. I really do not want this to happen to any other family. I think if you pass this resolution, it will be a step in the new direction.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kian.